going to discuss about array. What do you mean by an array? Or how do you define array? An array is an ordered sequence of finite data items of the same data type which shares a common name. For example, the common name is the array name, and each individual data item is known as an element of the array. Elements of the array are stored in the subsequent memory locations starting from the memory location given by the array name. For example, data type, variable name of size, int, marks of 5. Int is a data type, that is what integer. Marks, which represents, it is a common name of having 5 elements or individual data item. For example, marks of 0, that is the first element, marks of 1, that is the second element, marks of 2, that is the third element, marks of 3, that is the fourth element, marks of 4, that is the fifth element. For example, each element in an array which is referred as an array variable x of 0, x of 1, x of 2, x of 3, and represents subscripts or index of an array. An array variable name which is also known as subscripted variable, that is what? One-dimensional as well as multi-dimensional arrays. Types of arrays: single or one-dimensional array, two-dimensional array, multi-dimensional array. Declarations of one-dimensional array and multi-dimensional arrays differ slightly. For example, single or one-dimensional array. How do you declare only array? An array which is only one subscript is called as one-dimensional array. Only one subscript. For example, x of 0. Previously we have seen x of 0, x of 1, x of 2, x of 3, x of 4, x of 5. That is single subscripted variable. And an array subscript starts at 0. An array index starts from 0 onwards. So x of 0 refers to the starting element, x of 1 refers to the next element, and x of 4 refers to the last element, holding 5. The declaration of an array is data type, name of size. Data type refers to the data type of elements in the array. That is, it can be a derived data. Name, that is what? The array name. Size, total number of elements in the array. The base address of an array is the address of the 0 element. That is what? We have seen a starting element of that array. So when an array is declared, the compiler allocates a base address and reserves enough space in memory for all the elements of the array. In C, the array name represents this base address. Float of z of 5, which defines a float array z of size 5 that represents a block of 5 repeated storage locations. What do you mean by the repeated storage location means? Storage region means z of 0, array index starts from 0 onwards, so z of 0, z of 1, z of 2, z of 3, z of 4, and so on. So each element in the array is referred to by variables of size z of 0, z of 1, z of 2, z of 3, z of 4, where 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 represent subscripts or indexes of the array. For example, to find the length of the string, how would you find the length of the string using an array? For example, character T of 20. Here T represents a single subscripted array. T represents a variable name of single subscripted array. INTI, enter a string. That is by means of scan of percentages ampersand T. String will be entered. For I equal to 0, initial value of index variable is 0. T of I not equal to \0. T of I not equal to \0. That is what? End of the array, end of the string. Then I plus plus. That is increment the value of I by 1. During the first iteration, the value of T of 0 will be printed. During the second iteration, the value of T of 2, T of 1, T of 2, T of 3, T of 4, T of 4 and T of 5 and so on. Up to, for example, V.H.N.S.N.College. So T of 0 equal to V, T of 1 equal to h, t of 2 equal to n. So in that way the value, the string will be allocated. So finally the length of the string would be I value. I means during the iteration, initially the value of I equal to 0, first iteration goes on, second iteration goes on, third iteration goes on. In that way finally we get the value to find the length of the string. That is what printed in I. For example, enter a string God. Length of the string is 3 characters. So in the for loop you have to check for not equal to \0. That is the final character. \0 represents, it is the final character of a string. So the length of the string would be 3. Declaration of 2D array. The format for declaring 2D array is data type, name of size 1, size 2, name 2 of size 3, size 4, name of size of n, size of 2. There are 2 subscripts in 2 pairs of square brackets are used. For example, int a of 3 of 3, that is by means of rows and columns. How many elements are there? Totally there are 9 elements are there. 3 by 3 matrix, 9 elements are there. The first subscript represents the row size and the second subscript represents the column size. In the 2D array, the values are stored row by row. First initially row by row means int a of 3 of 3. First row will be stored and then the second row and then the third row. The 2D integer array A, these arrays of integer arrays, 6 elements of A are stored row by row in the following memory locations. For example, totally there are 3 elements are there. Row of 3, column of 3 means A of 0, that is what? Aij. A11, that is the first row. A12, first row, second element. A13, first row, third element. Then the second row, A of 21, that is the second row, first element. Second row, second element. Second row, third element. Then third row. Third row, first element. Third row, second element. Third row, third element. So totally there are 9 locations are there of, that is what? Integer which has a storage size of 3 by 3 matrix. Okay. Then the program to read 3 by 3 and print the value. Just read the value as well as print the value. For example, declare the variable int array a of 3 of 3 ij. I and j are loop index variables. Enter the matrix of 3 by 3. For I equal to 0, I less than 3, I plus plus. Array index starts from 0 onwards. So you have to type 0. You have to write the initial value is 0. For j equal to 0, j less than 3, j plus plus. Then read the value. I present a of ij. That is what I have told. A of first row, first element. First row, second column. First row, third column. Then second row, first column. Second row, second column. Second row, third column. Third row, first column. Third row, second column. Third row, third column. That value will be inserted. So we are getting the value as well as print the value. For I equal to 0, I less than 3, I plus plus. For I j equal to 0, j less than 3, j plus plus. Print the value. So integer data type. So percentage d we have given as well as a of ij. Print an array. So enter the matrix of order 3, 4. The value would be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 2, 1, 2, 3. That is what? The multi-dimensional. That is what? 2D array. Are you able to understand?